What it do, YouTube? It's SS, and I'm back with another video on this one right here. This one right here. Well, this one right here. We actually finally got our first battle submission from one of my homies, Diablo Slay, as you guys can see. He usually does his battles in the Discord. I think I'm going to start leaving my Discord link in the description if you guys do want to go follow or want to go ahead and join the Discord. We do like to do battles in there every once in a while. People are very helpful as well when it comes to learning. They will help you out if you need it. But either way, he's running Heliolist, Breaking Swipe, as you guys can see, the newly buff move that it got this season, season 16. So, if you guys would like more content like this where people submit battles, you guys can also submit. If you guys like that type of idea, let me know in the comments. And I've been seeing that you guys are dropping comments and also subscribing. So I really, really thank you guys. For real. I really do thank you guys. But now let's go ahead and just get into these battles. As you guys can see, he can actually just go ahead and straight farm down completely with the Virizion. Virizion comes out with a move. This is kind of bad timing, but he maybe didn't realize that it was going to come. Well, I guess he realized. But either way, it doesn't matter. He does end up swapping out right away. Gets the crunch. They do end up swapping into a Credilli. This is spicy Credilli, okay? And I do believe he's on a veteran push right now after this. So he does end up getting to a move here, throws the crunch, and let's see, no debuff. But he's actually stopped. He stopped tapping. If you guys, I don't know if you guys stopped realizing that, but he stopped tapping because he realizes that he needs these double counter or these double kicks for his Virizion. Now that his Virizion is actually, oh, okay, he's got two shields, so we're going to go ahead and tilt shield. I haven't seen these battles, so I don't know what's going on, but he did tell me that he went on a pretty good run. I do believe he said 4-1 and a 5-0. So, and we're going to be able to stone edge that Talonflame. Um, okay, I guess it makes sense why he threw on bad time. Maybe he thought he wasn't going to shield. But now we're going to see. This is somewhat of a. I would believe this is a good lead for Skuntank if you don't get hit with the Hydro Cannon. The Hydro Cannon does look like it does a lot of damage, but now we're going to start chunking out these crunches. And they're at, I believe this is probably a Night Slash. He does end up shielding the Night Slash, but just fine. But now we're going to go ahead and go for the next crunch. Do they want to shield? They don't want to shield. I think at this point you go ahead and let this go through. It is a Night Slash. He gets the poison jab down, which is really good. Now they come into a Skeldridge. Does he get to the crunch? He doesn't get to the crunch. Okay, so this might look a little iffy, but if he can actually get the shields down, I do believe he can Stone Edge. But we'll see what Heliolisk can do here. He does kind of wall it because they can't throw Shadow Ball at a normal type. You don't want to throw a Shadow Ball at a normal type. He does get the shield. He's gonna go for his own shield as well. Another disarming voice. He's gonna go straight for the breaking swipe here, debuff it. Let's see what he does here now. They're at another move. So unfortunately, the Heliolisk is gonna go down here at this point, and there's a Cresselia in the back. There's actually nothing we can do here. I do believe this is just pretty much over for us. But either way, that is fine. I do think he just future sight. I think yeah, you just end up top elephant after that. Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty good though. Now we're gonna hop into the next battle. This is an amazing lead for the Skuntank. They know it. They swap out, and he comes into his Virizion as they come into a Cobalion. Now he can take a move here. The double kicks are super effective against the Cobalion because of the steel typing. So he is gonna win CMP over here against the opponent. Cobalion, he does throw the Sacred Sword. They let it go through. He's gonna get hit with another Sacred Sword, but that's fine. He's gonna be able to farm up a little bit more. And then he goes for the CMP. Very good play right there, going for the CMP. CMP, excuse me, I can't even talk. Then they come into the Venusaur, and he's actually able to make it to Stone Edge. Do they shield this? Do they want to shield? They don't want to shield, which is really good for him. Now, does he make it to another move? He does make it to another move because they're going straight for the farm down. And let's see. Can he make it to another move? He can't make it to another move, which is fine. So now he can come into his Skuntank. They're probably gonna throw. It's probably gonna be a Frenzy, to be honest. They actually go for the Sludge Bomb. Okay, I think Frenzy might be actually the better play because Frenzy just hits a little bit harder. But he is gonna shield the second one, and now he's at the crunch, so he's gonna go ahead and throw the crunch. Do they want to shield? They don't want to shield. They in the back is a Tapu Fini. This is really good. This is why he has Sludge Bomb. But either way, they don't even know what we have in the back. And once he shows them what he has in the back, I'm pretty sure they're gonna either top left or He could safely shield this if he doesn't want to show his last Pokemon, and he does, but they get to the surf, which is fine. Heliolisk is not gonna need any shields because he could just go straight for the farm down here, and they realize it, and they top left. That is gonna be a good game. So now we're gonna hop into the next battle. We're gonna see Skuntank into Poliwrath. Okay, this could be a little bit iffy if they're running. Well, I mean, we'll see what. Okay, we'll see. He does go for the CMP. It looks like that was CMP. Sludge Bomb. They do end up shielding. He's gonna shield as well. Scold. It is the Scold. He unfortunately gets the attack fall. So at this point, I think he's just gonna go ahead and let it go through. Might be Ice Punch. It is the Ice Punch. He's gonna go for the Sludge Bomb here, and then we'll see what they want to do. They let it go through. Able to live because of the debuff, which is fine. So he's not going to get farm on his Heliolisk, which is really good for him. And they end up swapping out into their own Heliolisk. So let's see how this turns out. He is one vote switch ahead, and then he wins the CMP. Super good for him. They do end up letting it go through. I do believe he could just let this go through. And then he probably ends up swapping. No, he doesn't swap. He stays in. He's going to debuff the Sandslash as they swap out. And at this point, he could just bring in his Virizion, and they can't really do anything here. Ice Punch is debuffed, so it is going to hit hard, but they are debuffed, so it's going to hit a little bit less harder than what it normally should. He is going to go ahead and shield the next Ice Punch, and he's over farming. He actually goes ahead just straight for the farm down, which is fine. And this Heliolisk is going to throw a Breaking Swipe, but unfortunate for them, he is at back-to-back, so he's just going to be able to throw back-to-back, and they already realize it, that the game is over, so they just concede and let it go through. Now we're going to hop into the next battle. We're going to see Registeel into our Skuntank, which obviously is not good because we're not running Flamethrower, but let's see how this works out. Now we're going to see that they're going to throw the Focus Blast, which is fine. It's neutral damage. Probably should just go for the Zap Cannon, but either or, it doesn't matter. Now he's going to go straight for the Crunch again, and no debuff on the second one, which is really bad. But I do think he's probably just going to end up letting it go. Yep, nice. Then he comes into his Virizion, starts getting down this farm down. They can throw a move at him. Oh, okay, he chooses to throw, which is fine. Preserving some health. That's a very good strategy. Then they come into a Gliscor. Okay, this is actually looking pretty not good for us, but we'll see. Do they have Night Slash? They do have Night Slash, so we're gonna go ahead and go for these Stone Edges, see what they want to do. They let it go through, and then at this point, does he catch? No, he doesn't catch. He is probably going to let this go through as well. He does. He's at the Sacred Sword, so he's gonna go straight for the Sacred Sword, see what they want to do. They let it go through, and now since they let it go through, I think he can actually shield this and then farm down completely. Which it looks like that's what his play is, and he's going to go ahead for the Breaking Swipe here. No need to do it, but he does end up getting the shield, so very good bait on his part. And now he's gonna go for the Grass Knot to see how much the Grass Knot. Oh my gosh, that Grass Knot did a lot of damage, and they thought that he was gonna bait again. Unfortunate for them, he didn't bait. That was actually a really good play by him, baiting the first one and then actually going straight for it the second time. As he catches this Croagunk. It's being a little nuisance. As you guys can see, he goes to 23 something. He did say he recorded 3 sets, but the second set didn't go through. So this is his third set that he recorded. I do believe this is the one that you guys will see that he's very close to expert, not veteran, my bad, veteran. So now we're gonna see that there's a Muk here, and this is actually pretty good for the Skuntank, I do believe. Um, they are throwing Thunder Punches. It looks like Skuntank can actually win the zeros if they let it go through. They do let it go through, which is fine. They come into a Charizard, and this Charizard doesn't even know what's gonna happen to him. And then he just comes into his Heliolisk. At this point, I think he can safely shield this. It is the Blast Burn. Very nice call by him. He's gonna go for the Breaking Swipe here, and then let's see what they want to do. They do want to shield, and yeah, he's just gonna go for the next Breaking Swipe, which makes sense. Then does he stay in? No. Okay, he tries to catch an Earthquake, which is a pretty good play, but the opponent actually holds out on their energy, which is fine. He is going to be able to live this next Icicle Spear because the debuff, and then there's a very nice play that he's just gonna go straight for the Stone Edge. Um, it is gonna one shot it. from that range. And then at this point, he can safely shield this. Even if it's a bait, doesn't matter. He's at the breaking swipe. He could just throw the breaking swipe under tap. That was a very nice under tap as well. Yeah, very good. He's playing really, really good. I like it. Now we're gonna hop into the next battle. Now we're gonna see a very good lead for his Skuntank, and they're gonna switch on to a Gliscopod. He thought for a second about what he should do, which is fine. So now he's gonna shield the X Scissor. Okay, this is fine. He's gonna go straight for the. I don't know if it was CMP. I don't think it was CMP. He's gonna go straight for the breaking swipe, which is fine. He's at the next breaking swipe. Man, Heliolisk is very spammy with these 3-2. Okay, that's really good. 3-2. So he lives it, so he can actually let this go through. They're just going straight X Scissor. It gets to another X Scissor. They actually was this. It might have been new mechanic. But either way, they're gonna bring the Giratina in, and they're just gonna get debuffed. Now this is looking really bad for the Giratina. We'll see what they want to do. They want a no shield, and does he make it to another one? He actually does make it to another one. So I do believe that they're gonna have to end up throwing NG on this Heliolisk. If not, they have to throw, or they will get hit with another one. And he chooses the shield, which is I think it's a pretty good play because he's already at the move. This looked like it was CMP. Yeah, that was a good play. I like that. That was a very good play. I do believe that was CMP, and they just kind of had to let it go at that point, and they knew that it was over. Now we're gonna see the normal Gliscor, or the Gliscor, however you guys pronounce it, and he's gonna go for the crunch. We're gonna see what he wants to do. They want to no shield. Is he gonna shield this? He is going to shield the potential earthquake, which is the correct call, and now he's going to be able to make it to another crunch here. Do they want to shield is the question. They do want to shield, which is good for him. And now I would have almost liked the catch here, but I think he's just going to go ahead and sack it at this point. Then he's going to come into his Heliolisk, which makes sense. He gets to the breaking swipe. He's going to throw it right away. Once he gets to it, do they want to shield? They do want to shield, and they end up swapping out Credilli. That's the second Credilli that we've seen. Pretty interesting. So now he is going to break and swipe it, which is fine. Should just be Grass Knot, exactly. And then he's going to try to catch the next Grass Knot, but is unsuccessful. And then we're going to go ahead and overfarm here. I like the not going for the CMP, and they're going straight Grass Knot. Pretty much Virizion just hard walls Credilli at this point, and he can let this go through, which is really good for him. He can let that go through as well. I like that he's going for the one, and then at this point he could just go straight Sacred Sword. I like this play, and then he's gonna be able to KO this Gliscor. What do they have in the back? They have Toxicroak. I think I saw him going for the Stone Edge, but he realized that Stone Edge is not the correct play to go for up against this Croagunk. And at this point, the Croagunk is getting super low, and he combo plays to get the break and swipe off. Really good play by him. Now he can safely shield this and then farm down completely. They won't even make it to another move, and that's going to be a good game. Yeah, nice, very good. Once again, this Diablo, one of my best friends, he does do his battles in Discord a lot. So I will be starting to drop the Discord link if you guys do want to go ahead and follow or join the Discord. Like I said, you guys can do also your battles in there if you need any help. There will be there's people that help, either me or somebody else. So yeah, now, this is really good for him. They're going to Psycho Boost, and then obviously they're going to dip. They come into a Mandibuzz, and now he's just going straight for the Sludge Bomb. He could have held that on his energy, but this is fine because he does have a harder answer in the back. And they're going to Dark Pulse, which is fine. He's going to go ahead and go straight for the Breaking Swipe. Almost thought he would have shielded it because it would have did less damage if, yeah, he's going to shield the second one, which unfortunate. Probably should have shielded the first one, but that's fine. Now he's gonna go for the straight farm down, which is good. I like this play. Aerial Ace, they do end up baiting us, which is fine. And I do believe he's just gonna go straight for the move here. He does go straight for the move. He is at 2, I do believe, so he could just throw back to back. Almost at 3. They end up swapping out, and this is really good for the Virizion. They don't know that we have a Virizion in the back, and now they're so debuffed that Verizion's just gonna hard wall him. Does he bank a move? He's actually gonna go straight for the more debuffs, which is fine. Probably would have banked the move. Okay. He's gonna go ahead and let it go down, which is a good play as well. Now he's gonna come into his Virizion, and his Virizion is just gonna go ahead and go straight for these Sacred Swords, and they're gonna go ahead and shield. They're gonna swap out, and I do believe he's gonna get the farm down before they even get to another move, which is really good for him. And now he's gonna go for the crunch. They are no longer debuffed, but it's fine at this point. He can just go straight for the farm down. No matter what they throw, they're gonna need 2 moves, and they're not gonna make it to 2 moves here. Yep, he's just gonna farm down. Yep, there we go. That's the bad thing about Registeel, or the good thing, I guess. They can't hold 2 moves. They can only have one. And now we're gonna see Jellicent. This is a very good lead for the. Actually, he's got triple answers to Jelly, so Jelly has nowhere to run. So they're gonna go for the Surf, and then he's gonna go straight for the Crunch here. Do they want to shield? They don't want to shield, which is fine. And now we're gonna farm up a little bit extra energy. I do believe he's gonna let this go through. Makes sense. And then now is he gonna go for the one and throw? He does go for the one and throw. Do they want to shield at this point? They don't want to shield. They want to sack it, and they come into a Guzzlord. And because we have an alignment, oh, he actually makes it to the Sludge Bomb. This is really good for him. Do they want to shield? They don't want to shield. Nice. And now that puts it in a range where I do believe this Virizion can actually farm down completely. Do we shield? No, we don't shield. I do believe that all the moves are resisted except for Dragon Claw. Dragon Claw is not doing a lot of damage, as you guys can see right here. It takes him down to the yellow. Okay, so he's gonna go straight for the throw. He's gonna throw here. At this point, I do believe that they're just gonna sack it. They're gonna come into a Cobalion. Okay. This might be a little iffy. So he saves the Virizion, noticing that he needs to save the Virizion. He is going to shield this Sacred Sword, then he's going to go for the Break and Swipe. Break and Swipe is resisted because of the Dragon typing on the steel, but if we can chip it enough, I do believe that we can win this. So let's see how he plays this out. And I believe, yeah, he could just let this go through. Probably want to keep the shield for the Virizion. Does make it to another move here. And at this point, I think they need to shield, but they're not going to shield. And I do believe that next double kick is going to be enough to KO this Cobalion. So very good. Nicely played. Do we have another battle, or was that it? Okay, that was it. And that is a 5-0 for you guys. And you guys will see that I believe he's like 50, 70 points away from veteran. So yeah, if you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know. Let me know if you guys want some more battle submissions. I will gladly do your showcase your battles if that's something that you guys would like. But other than that, if you're not following me on Twitch, make sure to follow. Link in the description as always, and I will see you guys on the next video.